I don't think you understand how little you carbon copy fucks mean to me. Alex, mate, there's literally about 20,000 other people who think they're alpha males just because they hit the gym like you. What are you on about? Hey everyone, my name is Puck. I'm back again. This man right here, right? He's Alexander Juan Antonio Cortes. Cortes? One of the two. Sorry, don't know how to pronounce it, I apologize for that. He boasts over 60,000 followers on Twitter who, on average, he manages to get the same amount of interaction on Twitter as me. Maybe a little more. By the way, go follow my Twitter. Mega King Pack. Cheers. Bloody hell, is this bloke one of the biggest jokes I've ever seen on the internet. I first found our pal Alex here on Twitter, where he had this 12-point list on how to be a beautiful woman, and it was picking up a lot of traction. And I mean, if I was a woman, just by looking at the guy himself, like I'd hear him out with such gorgeous, well-kept, lion, jealous, causing hair as he has. I'd be insane not to, wouldn't I? Anyway, this list in general is obvious bait. Like, I mean, it just is. It's got bait written all over it, doesn't it? But if it's not bait, then he put it out legit, and one of his mates, assuming he does have mates, turned around and was like, yeah, no, this is fucking dumb. Stop being a dumbass. Turn it into marketing. And so he's just made it a big marketing ploy out of sheer necessity, if that list is legitimate. And I mean, it's just gotta be a joke, doesn't it? It's gotta be bait. Like, it has to be bait. How can someone be that self-obsessed to think that their definition, that what they see as an attractive woman is by law as to what all women should look like to be attractive? Anyway, getting back to B-Tech Fabia. Now, his list is obviously, again, complete bait, complete bullshit. But, should 100% just have 1 point on it? Don't be a tit. And that's that, because unlike this guy would like you to think, you can be the size of Samoa Joe and be perfectly healthy. Now, if you follow this guy at all, you wouldn't know this because he pushes a newsletter, he pushes health. He's a health guy, he's a health guru. Like, all he sees his followers as really is just money signs, because he needs them for his newsletter subscriptions so he can keep getting followers, keep getting money. So after seeing this original list tweet, I followed him on Twitter because I wanted to make this video about him, and I wanted to learn a bit more about him before I just kind of made a video slamming him for this list, which is either bait or bullshit. And I let it simmer a couple days, about a week. I followed him for a week, just again, to see what he's usually like. And bloody fuck does this man tweet a lot. Like, Jesus Christ, mate, you have such little of a life, you're on Twitter this much. Like, fucking get a hobby, dude. Fucking hell. Over this week I spent following on Twitter, I found out he's a Trump supporter. Who would have fucking guessed? He's a self-proclaimed alpha male. And then I found his YouTube channel. YouTube channel is kind of the peak point in when I find things. I find a YouTube channel of someone who's, I think, is an idiot, like good old our pal Alex here. And on this YouTube channel, you'll find gems of videos like motivation is for losers, modern feminism is an irrational mental illness, and a video where he discusses NoFap, where he explains how porn addicts are, in his words,
it is very obvious to me that generationally speaking, that society-wise at this point in time, there is an epidemic of oversexed, under-energetic men. I'm kind of making up words right now, but there's oversexed, let's say low-energy men who are addicts to porn, addicts to stimulation, addicts to sexual imagery, addicts to their own, addicts to masturbation, and they are dysfunctional, they are socially retarded.
It says all of these things about people who are suffering from addiction. Now, they're addicts, there's no getting around that, but they're being called retarded by this guy. Now, is being addicted to doing the 5-knuckle shuffle weird? 100%, but it's still an addiction at the end of the day, and he, describes it as a disease of the spirit. No, Mr. Juan, addiction is a disease in general. Cancer, diabetes, and addiction, all examples of diseases. So if you see one group of people suffering from a disease as mentally retarded, surely you see every single person suffering from disease in the same light, correct? This is just me, speculating. I could be completely wrong on this, but in Mr. Juan's point of view, cancer patients are, in his opinion, judging by what he said on people suffering from addiction, an unenergetic, socially retarded subpopulation of men that are enslaved to whatever body part has cancer. Oh, and if you have motivation to beat said cancer or any kind of disease, according to this alpha male, you're a loser. I don't think that's how it works, Mr. Fabio. I don't think having motivation makes you a loser. I think having motivation makes you a better person because it means you have a drive for something. Suffering from a disease doesn't make you mentally retarded. It doesn't make you a subpopulation of men. Don't try and divide people on Earth. Don't say that people are below anyone because they're not. Different people have their own difficulties they're struggling through. Who's some rich knob who's probably single and has the hair of someone who screams, "It's one of the most significant parts of my personality," to say that other people are a
subpopulation of guys?
But I will also say this, Mr. Fabio. I dispute you being an alpha male until I see you decisively beat Callum Adams, Mr. Tic Tac himself, in a fight. Book it for KSI vs Logan 2, everyone. Callum Adams versus Alexander Cortes. Tic Tac Business versus B-Tech Fabio. 100% I'll pay for that. Honestly, right, that last bit was obviously a joke. But I do wanna ask one serious question, which is, what are the odds on this guy got either dumped by a girl when he was like 8 and resented her for it, or he got bullied by a girl in school and he's just resented any woman who isn't like submissive and basically what women would be like in the 1600s, and like he's just carried this all the way into adulthood and it's just made him a massive fucking sexist, because that's what this guy is at the end of the day. He's just fucking sexist and a cunt. And again, suffering from any kind of disease, including addiction, doesn't make you retarded, you absolute fucking idiot. Thank you for listening and watching this video. Follow my social links in the description. Subscribe, like, all that shit. Puck out.
I just wanna be the one you love. I just wanna be the one you love.